Hey guys! And we are potentially only a little over a day away from a new 3D Mario game announcement, which is kind of crazy to think about. It's actually been almost 8 years since Super Mario Odyssey. The wait has been long, but it hasn't felt as long as Mario Kart, because it's been a little less time, and we've also gotten things like Bowser's Fury, and at the very least, we've also gotten some 2D Mario games as well, which are also mainline Mario games. So, I definitely think we are due for a new 3D Mario game, and in this video, I kind of wanted to predict what it could be. But before we get started, I wanted to mention that I have a goal to hit 30,000 subscribers before the Switch 2 launches, so if you enjoy my content, consider subscribing. If I hit that goal, I will give away a copy of the new Mario Kart game. So first, I think there's a few things that we could roll out that this new 3D Mario game probably won't be. The least likely thing is definitely a linear 3D Mario game. I feel like we've had enough of those, and it's probably not gonna be like linear on the level of 3D World or 3D Land either. So I feel like that is definitely kind of a tired formula at this point. We've had like a bunch of fairly linear 3D Mario games between the Galaxy games, which, I mean, the Galaxy games at least feel a bit more open, and then the 3D Land and 3D World, I feel like those games are great. I love 3D World, but I feel like we don't really need more of that at this point, because we are already getting our fix of linear mainline Mario games with 2D Mario, with Mario Wonder and everything. So I think that would feel a bit redundant if the next 3D Mario game was linear. I mean, it could be good, but it would kind of feel a bit underwhelming. And also, it seems like the direction of the series is definitely kind of going more open. Like, we've had a lot of open areas in Odyssey. Odyssey brought back the open sandbox formula, and then Bowser's Fury expanded it even more and kind of added an open world element to it. So I feel like they're definitely going to go in that direction more, and I feel like Bowser's Fury might actually be the blueprint of what this new game could be, at least in some areas. And another thing I think is pretty unlikely is a sequel to another 3D Mario game. Like, I do think there might be a slim chance that it could be Odyssey 2. I mean, Nintendo might say, like, oh, Switch 2, Odyssey 2, that makes sense. And I would absolutely love an Odyssey 2. Super Mario Odyssey is one of my favorite games of all time. But at this point, I feel like it's been long enough. I mean, yeah, it is kind of a missed opportunity that they didn't do it, but I feel like they're probably going to do something original now. Probably not Galaxy 3 or Sunshine 2 either. You never know, like, they might do something like that, but I think the most likely thing that this is going to be is an original 3D Mario game. And for a theme that it could go with, I think the next logical step is a time travel plot. We've had, like, Mario going around the world in Odyssey, we've had a Mario going into space with Galaxy, a vacation type area with Sunshine. So I think they've done like a lot of themes so far. So I think time travel is the next logical step. It kind of makes sense going after Odyssey. Like, Odyssey had different locations. The next 3D Mario game could have different time periods that you travel to. I think that would be pretty cool. And for how this game will be structured, a lot of people are thinking it could be open world. And wait, if Nintendo actually does that, I won't be disappointed by it, but it's not something that I necessarily want them to go with for Mario. I think Mario is better if they do like a few different areas. Like, I mean, the open world element worked for Bowser's Fury since it was fairly short, but I'm not sure if that could work for a full 3D Mario game. I mean, I might get proven wrong in the direct. Like, there might be a 3D Mario game that's open world that could blow me away, and I'm sure Nintendo could definitely do that. But I think the most likely thing and the most logical option for them to go with is like multiple Bowser's Fury sized worlds. I think that kind of makes the most sense to me. since you can have like a variety of different locations with different themes and everything that they could explore, it's not like too complicated and just too big, and I don't know, like that might get a bit weird if it's too big, because there might be some limitations having everything in the same world. So I think like maybe like 5 or 6 Bowser's Fury sized worlds is the way to go, I would say. I think that makes the most sense to me. So I think they're probably gonna do something like that. And another thing is the gameplay. There's like a couple different options that they could go with. They could either like go with something more unique, like Odyssey with its captures, or even like 64 that only has like a few select power-ups and things, or I guess Sunshine's kind of the same boat, where it's only like a few select abilities that you get in some areas. It's not really focused on the power-ups. But they could also go in the direction of Bowser's Fury, where they do have the power-ups. And I think it would be interesting if they did explore the power-ups properly in 3D Mario. I mean, yeah, 3D Worlds did have proper, in 3D Land, had proper power-ups. But it would be nice to see, like, those power-ups more fleshed out for, like, an open environment or, like, an open area. I mean, yeah, they work well in Bowser's Fury, but I think they could be expanded upon even more. Like how Kirby has, like, a lot of different moves for certain copy abilities. I think they could definitely add to the moveset for certain power-ups. I mean, like, things in Mario Wonder, there was already a lot of utility with some of the power-ups in that game. Like the bubble flower, you could either use it for traversal or to like hit an enemy, or like the elephant power up, you could use that in a couple different ways, either like spraying water, running over larger gaps and things like that. I think we'll see even more. I mean, I guess they did that all the way back with Super Mario Bros. 3 with like the Super Leaf in the Tanuki suit. But I think they could even go farther than that and have like even more moves and things, like I said, kind of comparable to the Kirby copy abilities, and just more things you could do in 3D. I think that would make a lot of sense. And it would be cool to see like a lot of power-ups kind of utilized in a 3D Mario game. I definitely think they could do more with that. And I definitely think that would be pretty exciting. And maybe even like adapt certain power-ups in different ways. Like actually have the Tanuki suit like allow you to fly around and have that as like a traversal method. Because I mean, like, some of the ways you would get flying power-ups in the other 3D Mario games were a bit weird. I mean, they made sense in their context, because they would be overpowered if they lasted too long or were like super accessible. But I feel like if there were like really large open areas like the size of Bowser's Fury, things like a Tanuki suit where you could actually like fly around and kind of like gain a lot of like ground when you're trying to move around, that actually makes sense in that context. It would make sense for you to move around a lot. So I think like a proper flying power-up that's a little less limited than they were in the other 3D Mario games would definitely make a lot of sense. And I think for progression, they're definitely gonna do something like the star collecting again. I feel like that's been the most kind of solid progression, or I guess like star/moon collection, cat shines, different things like that. There will probably be like both the moons and cat shines in Odyssey and Bowser's Fury. I would say, there would definitely be like a lot of them, like a ton of them, I would say. Since like I really liked Odyssey's like moon hunting kind of progression, I would say. I thought it was pretty fun. Like, I actually kind of like just stumbling upon one every once in a while, like even if I wasn't thinking about it, or there would be some that are a little tricky to get. I like that. I actually thought that was pretty fun, and it kind of incentivized you to like look in every little nook and cranny and kind of look everywhere throughout the world. So I really like that, and I really hope they kind of continue to do that. So I think that is the most likely thing that they'll do, like something either similar to the Moons or Cat Shines, I would say. That just makes sense for like an open world area. There probably will be other like collectibles as well. Like I think like regional currencies like from Odyssey will probably return. And also the outfits will probably return from Odyssey as well. There might be like a lot of new outfits and things, like referencing different things. Maybe like a Paper Mario outfit. That would be pretty cool. Just like where Mario looks like his appearance from the Paper Mario series. That would be cute. And there's like a lot of other things that they could do. I think Mario has gotten like a lot of new outfits during the Switch era that they could reference in this game. So I think that would be pretty cool. And then also there's obviously not going to be lives. Like that's something that they ditched a long time ago for the mainline Mario games. They just have you lose coin now, which makes a lot more sense. Lives are definitely outdated in the like mainline Mario games, so it kind of makes sense to go in this direction. So yeah, those are my predictions for what I think this new 3D Mario game could be. I think it's definitely going to be a lot different than what we're expecting. I mean, sure, some of the things that I did mention in this video could show up, but I feel like it's going to be something that's going to be pretty innovative and pretty mind-blowing, I would say. Because, like, it's been a while since Super Mario Odyssey, and Bowser's Fury was, like, also pretty mind-blowing in some ways. So I think it's definitely going to be pretty interesting and not, like, any other Mario game we've seen. Similar to Wonder in that aspect, but on a different scale. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know what you think about what this new 3D Mario game could be down in the comments. So yeah, check out my Discord server and Blue Sky if you want to, and stay perky!